Hello, and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. Things are definitely looking a little better than last time, although economy is just going to be pain this whole playthrough, I guess. There could be something down here, so you know what? This is going to be a path to a new cave. Let's just move you. No, it extends down. I mean, that's pretty far away from this outpost, so I think at this point, realistically, we're not going to be clearing a whole lot. Do we want to go down here just in case? Because we do need our leader to deal with the stuff on the surface. So just in case we get a mine here to clear for resources, we can grab that. Grab some money. Might as well grab this even though it's going to end our turn. There is a dragon lair on this island. Okay, well I did want to settle here. Actually, this dragon lair, according to this, is weaker than this large monster den, which not only has a stronger base stack, but then also an additional bunch of stuff here. So yeah, our foresters are in ruins. I guess we're farming this for experience for a bit, unfortunately. I really need to get in the water and start clearing some things. Okay, this will give us more production, which will let us build more stuff. Like, given the option, as long as nothing else is urgent, I tend to just want to do production first. So that's what I'm doing. Ruin Province can be rebuilt. That costs gold. Gold is pain. And we don't have an army in place to defend it. Merchant of Mounts. Mineral Master Molnir Cairngard. Rock Giant King. Yeah, I got interrupted from the thing I was trying to look at. Okay, there he is. So, if I saved a lot of money, I could give my units mounts. Or I could just buy a mount for my leader. Vampire Spider mount is very tempting. If I have, like, if my Death Knight, I think my Death Knight can use a mount, right? Because he has a lance weapon. So that's probably just what I'm going to do. Let's check the encyclopedia, though. Units? Oathsworn. Righteousness, because that's what we are. So the thing I'm looking for here is that optional cavalry. So if we buy horses, these units, which I quite liked, would become mounted. So would these Vowkeepers. These being mounted is a little bit less exciting. Our tier 3 unit is just mounted by default. Hold on. What are we? Harmony. Strife. Righteousness. Okay, never mind. our tier 3 unit is the Avenger. So, not mounted and doesn't get to be mounted. So I don't think it's worth trying to invest in a special cavalry just for the Honor Blade. It would make them flying. Alternatively, we could give them White Wolves, which would... this would actually be quite good for them. Can weaken enemies, get a Pack Hunter bonus so we do more damage. Okay, that would actually be quite good. However, I don't think it's worth spending 1,000 gold on. There's so many other things I'd rather spend money on. And I don't want to attack him because that would be tough. Alright, so the other thing to check then, heroes. Disables mount. Staff will disable mount. Right. So lances are two-handed weapons, but you can use them from a mount. So I could buy you that vampire spider, which would be way better than the wolf mount. So I think I'm not going to save up. Yeah, I'm not going to save up. I'm just going to get it. So the other options were he could have been flying and fire resist, or intimidating and vicious killer, which would be pretty nice too. Overwhelm. But barbed web, pretty nice ability. And then just having lifesteal on a frontline fighter just seems like a good idea. Oh. Okay, well, we are wanting this army to clear out Bandit's Way. We'll use you for support. So, who is not going to be in this fight? Maybe we don't need both chaplains? Because I feel like we want the melee unit. You are from the Carapist Lightbringers. What are your racial traits? Cold-blooded, overwhelmed tactics, ceaseless cacophony. So not underground adaptation is what I was looking for. If we did have underground adaptation, I would just run them out to get here faster. I might still do that. I'm just going to grab the item. And you guys can come back. You can explore a little bit, I guess. Might as well dig. Is the dragon lair awake? Oh. No, you're guarding. You're awake, but maybe you won't kill me right away. I'll grab that food and run. There is a path up. Okay, so I could get up here if I wanted just to settle, but I want to be clearing the water anyway. Alright, monks. They are a tier 2 unit. Hmm. The problem with these is because they have mobility, they tend to get themselves separated from your army, and the AI is probably going to get them killed. However, I don't particularly want either of these other things, so I guess we'll research the monks and we'll try them out and see with our army if they're good. I did use the Discipline Tome with a Reaver culture in a game recently, and the monks did horrendously in that, but I wasn't built around having melee terribly. I was just getting the Discipline Tome for the focused aim so that my gun units could have guaranteed hits. Alright, your food situation is going to be horrendous. And you can't build farms, so we might as well just get this down, because it's never going to be boosted. Yeah, I know Ruined Province can be rebuilt. It's not happening. Empowered Strikes would be nice. It's going to cost us 6 mana a turn. And it would give these units 1 more damage and a chance of stunning. I might have to actually build a mana structure. Oh, they saw us. Okay, well, we were good at running away. No food for us, unfortunately. Area excavated. Our prize is a creature cage. Spirit Hawk. Okay, it's great for vision. However, it is 23 mana per turn because of the double upkeep thing that's set up on this map. That being said, it is really good for exploration. So I might actually keep it. And just are you costing mana upkeep? You are not. Okay, you know what? Let's actually get another one of you. I don't have any enchantments for that type of unit yet, I guess. Wand of Inversion. I don't really want my heroes taking a turn to use this. But maybe for the mage when lightning evocation's on cooldown. Since we're down here, we might as well continue exploring. Oh, it just keeps going. Okay. I think it's time to go topside, try to clear some of these water things. There is an unguarded mana node here. So we will grab that. We'll have to rebuild it, but But that'll be good. Okay, let's get another Honor Blade. We're gonna try to go up to 2 stacks. Oh, mana node found. That's unfortunately a little bit out of the way. So is this the army that we're going to attack with? Maybe. We could swap out one of these units, but I don't think we will. Alright, that's as far down as we're going to go unless we unearth a free treasure. You... Got another Honor Blade. I've decided I like these more than the Sworn Guards. Just because they have defensive strike, so they're less likely to get themselves killed. These cost 6 mana apiece. Oh, and we don't have that mana income anymore. Well, didn't our scout retreat? And isn't it supposed to come back quickly? Okay, we found iron down there. That's fine. Enough exploring for now. Oh, there's another creature cage. A large creature cage. I can't afford this unit, whatever it is. Brewer Ogre. $10, 24 and 10. It's just so far out of the way. And I don't know if I want to excavate all of that. I'll probably just come back after this point. Allow these spells? No. Alright, we managed to win. Let's see how this plays out. See how our Death Knight hero does. I think the main issue here is going to be those longbows. Our level 1 hero isn't that scary, honestly. Okay, we triggered a trap already. Okay, we immobilized something with the web. Are you blocking the only way up there? Okay, good. Well, that's certainly not how I would have done this, but it is what it is. I'm just glad that we managed to win without losing anything. Okay, yeah, so the longbow's significantly less scary now that his numbers have been brought down. Maybe I was overestimating it. I just saw their long-range nuke and I was scared of that. That's what he's gonna do. No, he's just gonna shoot. I mean, it still hurts. Maybe we, what we're taking advantage of here is the fact that we have 3 heroes. And if the hero dies, it just gets what do they call that? Gets brought back, resurged at the end of the fight. Because yeah, those longbows are hurting. Yeah, so we did lose our hero. Which is fine, so I guess something to check after the battle is if he still gets experience. Yeah, it's a lot of bleeding, but the bleeding actually isn't that bad. And I wonder if we get our 10 good points now, or if we got it when we rejected the rogue's help earlier. Oh, nice finish. So 6 XP gained, no XP. Okay. So that is the problem with losing a hero. So they don't get experience. Signet of Flanking. Okay, well, we know who gets that. Yeah, it's probably good. After dealing with the den of bandits, you search the ruins. Okay, so we have Volka the Duelist here. So we've got to choose allow your soldiers to loot what they want. Army gains morale major. Claim all the loot for the Empire. Could get, what is she? A level 4. Level 4 warrior hero. From the Halfling Bloodletters. That's kind of a weird ability, but yeah, eats debuffs from enemies to do damage to them and steal life. She also has the ability to summon a spider, which is good, because that's an extra body that takes hits, which is essentially just extra health. Or we could get the Order Boon. Yeah, See, this is tempting, because this would get me a free hero later. Once the cap goes to 4, I can just take her for free. And I don't really care about the Order Boon, so I guess that's what I'll do. If the Order Boon was going to give me good points, I would have taken it. But anyway, that's been cleared. Let's just end the turn in our territory. I guess you can go back up here. Okay, Masonic Call. Time for a shrine. And I guess we'll get one more of these. One of these. You can also, I would say, get a shrine, but you don't have a quarry. But we need the... I'm not going to worry about the time, because I just need the mana. Yeah, I'm not getting any more honor blades because that's expensive. Do I not do that first? Imperium's nice, but because there are no cities, I don't actually benefit from it. So I might actually just take a conduit and then I can switch this over to a research post later because of the scholarly governor. But we'll deal with the mana issue first. You leveled up, so now we can take Devastating Evocation, which increases this from 20 to 35 base damage. Or it counts as a debuff and can do things. I think I prefer the damage. Wait, we're showing a new weapon? Oh yeah, we just got this. Good for an archer, I guess. And we technically have an archer now, right? Yeah, so this was completely pointless. I just wasted on that. Gain grievances. Outposts are cheaper. Forced march. The other ones I'll take as I need them. Resource shortage mana, indeed. Okay, we got this guy. We can just sell him for money. If we ever really need money, I'll keep that in mind. Motivated truce. Grievances are less impactful. Okay. Alright, because I am playing on a random realm, so the rules of the realm are slowly revealed over time. If our mana goes down to 0, I don't actually know what happens. I think it'll probably despawn our unit. Oh, that's actually quite a nice little area. Okay, we will probably build an outpost there at some point. I just unlocked this, and I can't afford to use it. Because Forced March costs mana. It's like I could double move, but I'm not going to spend mana on that in the current state of things. Okay, so the bird will be on that side, so you can be on this side. Got our scout pack. Okay, our research post is in ruins. Possibly getting too many units. That double upkeep really changes the way the game is played. Okay, we can't afford this because we have 2 quarries. We won't be able to get the monolith. Generally speaking, I think building mana structures is bad. But, gotta do it. So I could put a bounty on this. This is a new thing. So I could try to bribe the AI to clear this. I really don't want to do that. Because I want the experience and the loot. So what have we got here? Oh, that's from here. Thought there might be a pirate den out here or something, but no, we just got a wandering army causing trouble. My little sister, she went dowsing for precious stones, yet never returned. She migrated to New Dawn, right, my capital. Recently, a faraway gold vein caught her attention. I will look for your sister. All the way over there? And what's the Guardian? Oh, Guardian looks pretty weak. Okay. I guess we will sweep through clear out some of this stuff, clear this, and then head out that way. Seems reasonable. Are you guarded by Tide Spirits? I probably already knew that. I already used you, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's go out this way. Outpost. Oh no. It's fine. This is where we want our outpost. Increase the city cap. It's fine. We know we're gonna do it. I probably should have just waited. I don't know why I suddenly felt impatient. But, that is what just happened. I don't really know what else I'm going to use that Imperium for, though. Okay, I think we're done producing units for a bit. Although we could get a monk. So I could go into a different affinity to try to get more stuff. But I did actually have a plan. Oh, what's going on there? For what I wanted to do. So we will go with Inquisition. Mass Condemnation, AoE Condemned. Burden of Guilt is just kind of annoying, hitting enemies' movement in the world map. Unit Enchantment for Skirmishers and Range. Do I have anybody who would use this? I don't think I produce either of those unit types. I don't think my town can produce either of those unit types. So I guess that would just be for Inquisitors. But I'm assuming Inquisitors have this by default. Been a while since I've played Order. 30% chance of inflicting Condemned, Weakened, and Slow. Bolt of Judgment is Stun. Melee Strike Condemned. Okay, so I wonder if it says base 30%, if that would stack, and it would put this up to 90. But yeah, this is a skirmisher unit. I don't know if I would even build them. Probably a few. Tribunal is okay. Tithe Collector. Is okay. Why did I even want this? I had a build. I guess the build was more thematic than meta. Well,
the unrighteous shall feel
it is the plan
of our unerring virtue. We shall strike down upon them with devout rage and furious vengeance.
I mean, mass
Their
condemnation
limbs shall be leaden with the weight of their wickedness.
could be good.
While our own subjects shall be driven by...
We'll try out the Inquisitor. New Dawn can annex. And we're going to be super optimistic. Oh, we're not clearing that, huh? Knowledge is probably the most important resource. That's why I keep doing knowledge. Although well, this will put my mana back into the positive. Okay, so I think we need to split up these armies because I don't want all of my heroes in one stack. Mostly because I will want to take this probably for my Death Knight. Make my Death Knight into another hero. Or another leader, I should say. So let's see how a sea battle plays out. So just a visual thing, I don't like how all the units look like ships. Like, I get why they did it, but it makes it really hard to tell your units apart. Oh right, we have that. So anything against water elementals, this is going to be really easy actually. Okay, I don't even need to watch the rest of this. I mean, I will on super fast feed. I could close it. But yeah, we have... I mean, I guess the big one doesn't have bodies. So like it's just a single model, which means it doesn't get weaker as it takes damage. But yeah, having... what am I trying to say? Having the lightning hero, who now does 10% more damage. Pretty much trivializes water elemental fights. So I could actually just run back, like that's pretty weak. I could actually split up my armies and clear twice as much by splitting. So how scary do these look? Like, I guess that's the question. Like, how much confidence do I have in this force? If I were to go 5 and 5? I mean, I really should just clean this up. I should. But... okay, we're gonna wait. And I guess you would have been nice to have in the army as well. Positive mana, okay. Can't get this because we don't have the other thing. The conduit. We could go Tavern, or we could just boost this, and this would let us get Avengers. Probably a good thing to have. So let's just push the tech. True Stance can clear this, and it actually gives some bonuses. Alright, well. finishes the shrine. And shipyard definitely makes sense. Well, it leads into things. You guys are unhappy because you have ruins. You know what? Let's actually just get the tavern here. Okay, so our ruler... I mean, we could grab one of those, which would probably help us quite a bit as well. Status resistance, crit. Yeah, we're going to be boring and build our main guy just as a stat stick for his army. Ah, 4th place calls 5th place bad. Is that what's going on here? You will remember this. Okay, that's just rude. Anything else? I think I'm... Like, my gold situation kind of got sorted out. But it very easily could go into the negative again if I just start... if I just start having more troops, because, again, everything is just so expensive. The weight of our proud empire has fallen. A regent. Okay, I have never seen this event before. Wonder if it's a giant thing. Crusader. You want to slay undead or fiend tier 4? I think we have one in... Oh, personally slay. That's hard to get on a random. However... Yeah, I don't know about that. That's relatively easy. Stay your course. We're going to be optimistic. Oh, you just straight out swapped your hero. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen. Like, changing leaders. I guess I don't need to put them all into the same stack. It's just kind of a habit from Age of Wonders 3. Demand. Do I just grab the mana? The thing is, the alignment is really nice to have. We will just grab the mana. Yeah, figures. We're only using a half army here. Let's see how they can manage things. We'll do 2 times. Yes, move to the front of the army and then turn your back to the enemy. This is good survival instinct there. I'm not sure why you were so far back, too. Like, I know you were separate because of the way I approach the fight. Okay, I think my troops are just experienced enough that I don't really need to worry about a lot of this stuff. Ooh, 54 damage to 3 enemies. Yeah. Yeah, overall, not even close. Okay, so I don't need to be too super worried about how my fights are going. This has all been cleared? Yeah, because you're up here. Oh, that's your capital. How are you doing for levels and things? Level 4, level 7, level 6. Okay, I mean, we're kind of keeping up. Oh, that is someone's territory. Well, let's see how this army works, because these are units that I haven't seen yet. See how our tier 2 battle mages work. And also, these are inexperienced units, so less health, less defense. Okay, seal of transference makes sense. Why are you healing from that? Is that an effect from the seal of transference? Hmm. Oh no, now you're... Well, yeah, this one is the one that had the seal. Well, again, not really any challenge. Inflict seal of transference. I never actually looked at this. Enemy attacking units restore 5 hit points on hit. Okay, so I actually might not even need the other healer if this guy's just a healer by default. We got the 94 food, so let's not trespass. Factory to save our movement. I mean, I guess we did just help them by clearing the fish for them. But that's fine. Okay, now we'll grab this. One of the few ways to get Imperium income. We keep pushing down this way. I mean, we know that there's another player out that way. We could push for this. Yeah, let's try to grab the food. Okay, so this is our mage. 90% chance to cause electrified. More damage over time. Chance to blind. I do like chance to blind quite a bit. So now when we nuke 3 enemies at the start of a fight, we should get even more survivability out of it. I'm not really planning on doing a morale build. So weakening aura gets me down to unyielding. Is that the one I wanted? Killing momentum. I must be thinking of something else. Oh, it was the defender. I was thinking of the defender class, which is different than the knight portion of a death knight. There was a node where you just always end your turn in defense mode, which is incredible, but that's not what we got here. Well, I think weakening all adjacent enemies is fine. Giving them 10% less damage means that we don't die. Forester farm. Okay, well, we're not getting farms, so... Like, we're never getting farms down here. Oh, there was a thing there I could have clicked on. I'm used to everything up here overwriting the main button. Flame Province has been captured. Yeah, okay, she went up here. Okay, I guess we will grab these fish. So I was a little bit overly cautious when it came to... God, that's so far away. We move fast in the water. I was a bit overly cautious when it came to these water battles. I think that was a consequence of all of the time that I put into Age of Wonders Planetfall, where the water enemies just absolutely wreck you in that game if you aren't specialized for water and you try to fight them. So that's becoming a city almost certainly. Oh, no, you're doing a watchtower. Well, eventually. That's probably guarded. I'm just going to assume it is. So I'm not going to bother flying out to it. I can't get into the water this turn, so go down that way. Alright. How is this looking? Risky battle. Still risky? Low risk. So, some risk. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. All of these huts don't count as farms. If we were a faction that started with underground adaptation, then we would have farms here instead, which would make life a lot better, because then I think they'd be 10 instead of 2, because we have a a champion governor. Alright, so forests. We can do forests here. Quarries, though, next to this, get an extra +10. So I was going to do a quarry here to grab the iron node for +10, but I actually don't really need to, because I can just grab the ones across here and then start getting start getting this income for when I decide to start crafting items, which won't be happening for a while. Okay, this is a race transformation, so it will not cost upkeep. I've actually got mana. Let's get that. Huh. Alright, so you're not going to be a leader, so this doesn't really matter either way. I guess we could look at it. Do we want Purging Strikes? Remove positive. Probably Condemning Strikes. Condemning Strikes would be more useful. I'm probably not going to grab either of those, to be honest. But I'll grab one just for the skill point. And you do happen to give resistance if the other hero isn't in the army. Then we'll come down this way, because we'll work towards guided projectiles and maximized magic. On our way to just straight up 20% more damage on spells. I don't know if taking the 1 point in blind was worth it. Slowing that process down, but I feel like the short-term benefit of having blind on my lightning evocation probably makes up for it. Are you within 3 of that? You are. Okay. Suspicious absence. We have an ongoing event here. So we have a townsman from the Hearthkin. When our Dragonbane was cast into the Astral Void, Dari took control of our empire. I know her as a schemer who will stop at nothing to gain the power of a Gaudier. I am sure she is behind the prolonged absence of our Dragonbane, but I lack the proof. For my skills as a scholar to the ruler who aims to prove her guilt. I'm curious to see what they're going to be doing with this event, so tell me more. Our Dragonbane was banished. Usually he would return to his throne soon after. Now, however, something binds him to the darkness. There's magic afoot, and I am certain this is Dari the Attune's doing. You could investigate the magics that bind Flimmic Fireheart in the Astral Void to help him, or use those findings to your own advantage. Well, maybe that, because Flimmic did insult me. Flammic. Okay, well, we'll accept the quest and immediately gain knowledge, I guess. Okay, we immediately... Oh, okay, that was a lie. This is what I thought was actually going to happen. We now have to research something. Yeah, Inquisition isn't finished, it's switched over. I'm not planning on building an Inquisitor anytime soon, so... Sure, we'll stick with Arcane Chains. We'll research it. Ooh. Don't really need to see what happened, but that was almost scary. But you can end turn in my territory and get a big heal. Alright, this is where we group together to fight the spawn here. Do I want to try to clear this out? There's a lot of enemies here. We're in on an hour. Let's just watch this. See how it plays out. It's not the worst. We'll end with this. And I guess I can build a monk to replace that unit. See how the monks do. So I'm pretty sure these pyre moths are new too. I haven't seen them around before. And there's just so much content that's been added to the game over the past 2 years. Including a pretty cool looking expansion coming out in about a week. Yeah, so to put this timeline of this recording series, we are 1 week off, like 5 days off maybe, from the Architect expansion, which I'm really looking forward to. The Archons were my favorite well, one of my favorites. I guess Goblins have been my favorite consistently, but I did really like playing Archons in Age of Wonders 1 and 2. Or Highmen, I guess they were called in 1. It's probably my second favorite race. And the Archons look like they have a bunch of cool mechanics behind them. Or the Architects, rather. And it is an Archon-themed patch. So the Architects aren't Archons, but there is Archon stuff going on. So I'm very excited to see the Archons finally come back, because they've been gone since Age of Wonders 3. And I guess we had dead Archons that were reanimated in crypts in Age of Wonders 3, which was that was a choice. Seeing one of your favorite factions being defiled like that, but no, it'll be good to see them again. And I think we're getting the undead Archons as well. So both the living good ones and the corrupt evil ones. Yeah, so I can see how that guy's gonna die. And you chose to heal the one that wasn't that badly injured. Yeah, just charge ahead. Never stop charging. And you're on fire, so you're... Yeah, you are. You are very dead for various reasons. More burning stacks. Okay, that moth went in defense mode. Okay, now you try to run. Oh yeah, let's... Oh no, that's second wind. Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, let's heal the hero, but no, the second wind ability had to go on him, so that's fair. These pyre moths are pretty cool, though. I've always liked insects. And moths are a pretty cool insect. We are 1 action away from not losing a unit. Okay. Oh, and you are... Oh, personally slay an undead or fiend unit in combat. Okay. Because the first time I've ever had a Crusader actually kill something and get credit for it. So the hope is that he will strike the final blow on one of these two. Which, with auto battle, I'm not going to have super high control over. Anyway, I said that was going to be the end. So it will be the end. I will just put the monk in the queue because I wanted to do that. I don't want to forget. You know what? Well, I'm waiting a turn anyway. That was dumb. That was dumb. Okay. We have a monk in the army. We could try it out. And, yeah, you guys are done for the turn, so we will group up and finally deal with this monster den next time. I will see you then. Shouldn't have rushed a bunch of extra actions at the end of the episode.